Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. Today I wanted to show you my modification to the Hubsan Spyhawk transmitter. Now it's absolute overkill, I understand that, but this is sort of an amalgamation of all the ideas that I've had over the past year or so. So I started off with the Hubsan Spyhawk, then I then realised that it could be used with the H107D. I then started using custom frames, custom FPV setup, and I ended up at this. So the first thing I did was added an SMA connector here so that I could extend the range. The Microquad has really good range actually in comparison to other quads that are out there, but I wanted to find a way to extend it even further. So I added the SMA connector and then this Wi-Fi booster here. It's a 5-watt Wi-Fi booster from Banggood. It does the trick really well for extending the range. But then, of course, I started using the 1.3 GHz Pico VTXs from Ready Made RC and the 1-gram camera from FPV Hobby, which meant that I could no longer use the LCD on here for video. What I needed to do was use 1.3 GHz VRX, and that's why we have this monitor up here. So this monitor I got from AliExpress. It was advertised really cheap. I should have known then that it was too good to be true, but it was £28 on AliExpress, and it said that it was a no blue screen monitor. We all know that when you fly FPV, these monitors these days, when they don't receive a signal, they go blue screen. Now that is really good for most applications. It looks neat. When it loses signal, it goes blue screen. We get that. But for FPV, it's not so useful. When the screen starts to get snowy, you still want to be able to see your screen so that you can perhaps turn the quad around and start heading back. So this one that I purchased was advertised as no blue screen. However, it's a fake. It does blue screen, and when it gets to that point, it adds a fake bit of static over the top, which is not useful at all, and it's false advertising. That's a separate issue. I've bought another screen since then, which is they call it a snowflake screen or a non-blue screen. That's yet to arrive. However, for this application, what I'm using it for, really for just flying indoors at the moment, because the weather's terrible, it works, which is great. So what I've had to do is add a 1.3 gig VRX to this combination as well. Can you spot it? This is a giveaway here. I've actually, if I lift this up, I've attached it underneath. This is all on with cable ties here. Now the problem with having all this really close together is they do interfere with each other, and that's where I suppose a ground station would be better. You could separate them, but in this scenario what I can do is this aerial here, I can point down so that it's still vertical and away from the Wi-Fi booster, and I still get a full range signal. So I'm powering this all from a 2600 milliamp battery, which it does fit in the bottom, which is great. I've cut some little holes in there because everything is being powered off this battery. I've made myself 12-volt DC plugs, which all sort of plug into one there with a bit of soldering, and then it all connects into here. I am then using the LCD monitor on here, which will monitor the voltage of the battery. Okay, so let's have it switched on and see what it looks like. So there we go, I've powered it all up. Just literally connect that there. I could add a JST switch in there if I wanted to, but for now I'm just using this plug here, and it just connects the battery to everything. And the battery connects inside separately into the TX as well. So you can see there the lights on for the Wi-Fi booster, and if we turn it upside down, it's powered the VRX as well. So everything's working off the one battery, and it seems to work really well off that. I'll get full range out of it, but you can see here this screen, it's not quite right. I like to fly in 4:3 format, and you can see here very much a blue screen there, and this static doesn't really do anything. It disappears as soon as I plug it in, so yeah, it's not great, but I really like the setup anyway. So I'm going to plug a quad in and fly around the house, and let's see if we can get some decent images so you can see the kind of thing, the kind of experience that you get with this. Okay, this is the sort of thing that I'm able to achieve. Now my flying position's a little bit awkward, so the flying quality might not be very good. I've had to stand my camera up on a tripod, so I'm flying this off the sticks on a desk. So let's see if we can go for a little flight. Now also, because that I am resting this on a desk, I don't think the range is going to be as good, because the desk is impeding the video range, that is. Let's go fly in the living room. Getting good signal in here. The test is flying into this back room over here. That's probably about the limits of the range, and that's where I've been getting a little bit of blue screen. It's still holding up. See what happens when I turn around. Yep, still holding up, not bad. I thought the desk would get in the way of the signal, but it's not doing too bad. I'm not able to fly very fast. It's a very awkward flying position that I'm in here. But it's a really nice setup. I'm yet to try it outside. The weather's just too terrible, but basically what I was trying to do is, some of you have seen my previous videos, will have seen that I have this similar setup, but I use the computer to fly off. So this is just a sort of portable way of being able to get that same setup. It's working quite nice. I'm getting video, clear video, so the fact that this one does blue screen a little bit, it's not too much of a problem. Just going to bother my dad in the living room. He's very carelessly left the door open. Let's see if we can give him a wave, see if he waves back at us. Just a thumbs up. I think he's getting a bit fed up of this now. While he's trying to watch TV after a hard day's work, I'm buzzing my mini quadcopter around him. I think I might leave him leave him in peace there. I have ordered a DVR for this setup, so that should be on its way. But that, again, I mean, the whole system's probably overkill as it is, but you can see it works. The image is breaking up as I go into this room, you can see. Hopefully I should get some good range out of this. We're using 1.3 gigahertz for the video and a Wi-Fi booster. So when the weather gets better or close to the summer, I'm hoping that I can do some long range tests with this. Still got sort of the same dexterity as I have using the computer or the goggles. You can see I fitted some white props on the front, so you can see the LVC is flashing. This isn't a fully charged battery. Let's see if we can get it up the stairs without me moving properly, because I'm flying this completely from a flat desk. The door is shut, so I'm going to land it. And there we go. That's a demonstration of my overkill Hubsan TX 1.3 gigahertz long range setup. Would I recommend doing this sort of thing? I'm not sure. I've had some fun doing it though. And you can see there we've got the voltage reading. It's 12.2 volts. It seems to all this power that is being required, it can handle it. Thanks for watching.